नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
Good morning, all of you. Open your prayer book. Let us chant the prayer together. Page 7. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Go to page 33. Page 33. These are the words of Swami Vivekananda, and here he says, "It is thought which is the propelling force in us. Fill the mind with the highest thoughts. Hear them day after day. Think them month after month. Never mind failures. They are quite natural. They are the beauty of life. These failures." So here Swamiji is stressing on the thought. When we repeat the same thought many times, then that thought becomes a strong force and it helps us to do things in the right way, to achieve goals or whatever. So here I would like to narrate a short anecdote which one of my friends told me many years ago. So it is about a family and father and two sons. The father is a drunkard and he never takes the responsibility of his family. He always gets drunk and he punishes his children and he never fulfills the duties of a father. And they had a neighbor, and his neighbor knew that father from childhood, since childhood, and he tried to change him, but he could not. So he left. So the days pass, and these two children, they grow up, they become young men, and the youngest son becomes a successful person. He is well read, educated, and he has a respectable position in the society, and he is professionally successful. Whereas his elder brother, he ends up being a drunkard like his father. So this doubt always disturbed the neighbor. The two children grew up under the same father, and one of them is successful, another one ended up like him. So there was a lot of difference in the behavior and their thought process. So he once called the two young men and then talked to them, and he asked this question. Then the eldest son said, he always followed his father and he used to observe his father, and he also became a drunkard like him because he followed him. And when the same question was put up for the youngest son, younger son, he said, I knew that what my father was doing was not correct, it was wrong. So I always told myself that I should not do this. I should not be like him. I should not behave in this manner. So always this thought was repeated in my mind, and this helped me, that thought helped me to reach where I am today. So that is what Swamiji says here, right? When we have that thought, and when the same thought is repeated in our mind many times, that thought becomes a force and it helps us to do things in the right way. Or if we have a goal, we can reach a goal. Or if we want to lead a normal and a successful life, we can lead it. So that is the power of a single thought. If we look into the page 33, second paragraph, each thought is a little hammer blow on the lump of iron, which our bodies are, manufacturing out of it what we want it to be. We are heads to all the good thoughts of the universe if we open ourselves to them. So here Swamiji says every thought which we have in our mind, it has a great impact on us, and the thoughts which come out of our mind go into the universe and the same thing come back to us. When we have thoughts which help us to move forward, the same thing comes back to us. When we feel that wrong things are happening to us, then wrong things definitely happen to us. So that is the thought, force of the thought, and this is the nature of the universe. Whatever we give to the universe, it gives us back. Because nature doesn't, the universe doesn't know good, bad, right, wrong. It always gives what we give it to us. If we give positive things, it gives us positive things back. If we give a positive thought, we get it back. So that is what Swamiji is stressing here. So here also I would like to narrate a small anecdote which I read in one of the books. So this is about a mother and a son. And the mother had a strong feeling that her son should become a great footballer. But the child was not very much interested in it. And she used to take him every day to the playground for practice. And she used to sit in the stands and observe the child playing. The child was very much talented. He was definitely a good footballer. He had a lot of skill. Still, he would not play well because he did not have interest. He used to take it easy and he used to play casually, and things went on. But because this child was very much talented, his coach used to select him for the match. But he was always sitting on the bench. He was the extra player because he had talent, but he would not show it in the game. So many days pass, and one day they were playing a particular match, and it was a very important match for them to go to the next level. And as the match was progressing, few of the main players get hurt and they have to come back and sit on the bench, and all the substitutes were already in the playground. So this child was the only one who had to go to the ground now, and everyone knew that he would play carelessly and he would not perform well and they would definitely lose the match. But as they had no other option, the coach sends this child into the playground, and but after he goes into the ground, they see a completely different person. He starts playing wonderfully, he performs very well, and they end up winning the match only because of this child. And everyone was very happy and they were greatly surprised by his performance. And after the match, they had a small celebration, initial celebration. Then his coach called him and asked that every day in the practice, you never performed well. How did it happen today? Then he said, my mother was observing me every day, and as I was not very much interested, I never played well. But now I lost my mother, she is dead. And I believe that she is in the sky, and from the skies, she is observing me playing. So I don't want to disappoint her, that's why I played well. So that thought made him to play well. So this is the importance of a thought. When we have one single thought in our mind, that is sufficient to reach our goal. Right? Failures, other things would never disturb us when we think about the same thought many times. So this is what is the message of Swami Vivekananda, and that is what he is trying to convey here. So thank you. Have a nice day.